Hey, it's Doug Farraway, and this is Fairway's Fairway on Cable 14. It's day 3 of our coverage all week long. Don't forget, 5:15, 15 minutes past the hour in the evenings. See what it is that we're doing out at Hamilton Golf and Country. We're at the RBC Canadian Open. And the man, I don't know if you call it a hot seat, but the course superintendent is Rod Trainer. And Rod, I was talking about this analogy with the crew beforehand. The Royal Botanical Gardens is always in immaculate shape, but I expect that when there's a royal visitor, they go even further, to the nth degree. This course is always in great shape, but it's the Canadian Open. Any pressure, my friend?
There's always pressure, sure. There's a lot more people here, and everybody's looking at the place and watching it on TV, and absolutely, yeah. But, I mean, it just comes part and parcel with having this kind of a tournament. We've had it before. Mm-hmm. So we kind of know what to expect, but you have to take it one day at a time. Have fun at it, basically.
You've been superintendent now how long?
21 years.
21 years. You've seen probably some floods. You've seen some droughts. But again, you look at this course, it is in immaculate shape, but for the course superintendent, you know, you're responsible for it all. What is your main concern?
My main concern is basically the health of the turf in this heat. This is the worst drought that I've experienced since I've been here in all my time. So, and we have a good water supply. We can water, but all the water in the world doesn't replace what a good rain will do. We have it's the heat more than anything that we've been experienced lately. So, trying to keep the place alive. The grass doesn't like being cut at 1/8 of an inch for very long. You know, so those are the things, and you know, our level of maintenance is pretty close to what these guys are playing, with a few differences that we ramp it up a little bit for the tournament. So it's kind of the same, but not.
You can lose a green real quick in this kind of heat. So how have you been dealing with it? Because everybody in Southern Ontario is commenting on, we know the agriculture community is basically saying a lot of their crops are gone, irrevocable. And yet you have to maintain a golf course knowing the championship is coming.
Yes, and well, one of the things that golf courses have that most agriculture doesn't have is irrigation systems. You know, agricultural guys can pull pipes and get irrigation out, but it's not the norm. We have fully in place irrigation systems, so we can water. Mm-hmm. But that's part that we're expected to be kind of green all the time. We're given the tools to do that, and as I said earlier, the heat and things can play different tricks on you, even though you have water.
As a hack-around golfer, the worst place I want to be is in the rough. Okay, wait a second. Maybe you know, a mid-level bunker about halfway out. I don't like those, but the rough is what gets, you know, hacker golfers. When did you last cut the rough? Do I understand you cut it last Thursday?
We cut it yesterday.
You cut it yesterday. Okay, after the rain, because after the rain it started growing again real quick.
Yes, and we have a height that we cut at, and it's higher than we keep for our members. Yes. And that's been basically the gist of our maintenance programs leading in, is to build up the rough, so we have rough here. And we won't cut it now for the tournament, so we do a cut right at the beginning of the week, and that's standard procedure, which we did yesterday. And now it'll be what it is for the tournament. You know, if we get some rain, then we may be asked to cut it again, but I'm hoping not.
Now, what is your major concern at this point? Here we are, it's immaculate, but you know what the thunderstorms dumped in certain parts of Hamilton this past Sunday. We know that there's a 70% chance of rain and thunderstorms this evening, and we don't know where most of the rain is going to fall. Is that now the major worry for you?
Yes, absolutely. We're tracking it. There's a full-time meteorologist on staff here with the PGA Tour, and they're...
You don't just turn on the Weather Network?
I use that too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I go with what they go with what I know, what I sort of over years and years of following it, but they're very good, and we can pretty much pinpoint what's going to happen. But regardless of what happens, rain is not going to help us. No.
Now, one of the things that I get as we talk to young Canadians or some of the veterans, they love this golf course. Not only do they love the layout, but they really like the work that you have done on this course. And I think one of the words that keeps coming out is, it's fair unless you go into that Rod Trainer rough.
It's a very great golf course. It makes you play every club in the bag. There's great terrain out here. The natural features are unmatched anywhere, I think. It's just an amazing property to be able to have a golf course on, and you couldn't ask for a better place to be.
I know you're up at the dawn. I thank you so much for doing this. I hope it doesn't rain on your parade. Maybe a little sprinkle here and there, but Rod Trainer, great job and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We're with executive chef here at Hamilton Golf and Country Club, Patrick Truax. Wow. How do you prepare for something like this?
A lot of mental preparation. We prepare everything a day in advance, and basically we're trying to weigh out portion sizes on what we think the players and everyone's going to be consuming. So it's just a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears.
A lot of hard work, and not only do you have to worry about taste and satisfaction, but you have to worry about nutrition as well, because you probably get some different requests from the golfers.
Yeah, everything's a lot of different requests. This morning we've been doing a lot of plain oatmeal, adding sugar on the sides for themselves. All the food's not allowed to leave the kitchen unless myself or my sous chefs have tasted it. So that way the standards are kept at an extreme high. So all the players, RBC, and all the clients are getting the best of what Hamilton has to offer.
Now, how many things at any one time are you running? I mean, you came out of the restaurant, my God.
Yeah.
But you've got other things that are rolling right now, and you're in charge of all of that.
Yeah, there's a banquet going on upstairs for the Pro-Am tournament. It's 300 people. There's one buffet, and then starting tomorrow, there's going to be about 6 buffets going on all at once. So it's just a lot of organization. Communication is the biggest thing, and that's how we just get it done here, is communicating.
Now, of course, Hamilton has held the RBC Canadian Open 2 times before. Were you involved in those?
Unfortunately, I wasn't lucky enough to be involved in that. This time it's been great, especially working with RBC and Golf Canada. They've allowed me to come in and kind of hone my craft here and give the players and everybody what they want.
So this is a career highlight.
This would be a career highlight, yeah. It's been great so far, so.
Now, daily grind, like what were you doing in there just before you came out to see us?
I'm just pretty much just communicating with my staff, trying to get them getting the food upstairs to different balconies and buffet stations, tasting everything and making sure everything goes out hot to the standards that we want to match the course with. So,
can you think of anything, like what's been the strangest request so far?
There hasn't been anything strange yet. A lot of the players just eat very healthy. They have an omelet bar in the morning, fresh juices. The strangest thing has just been plain oatmeal. Just very neutral flavor, and it's not my cup of tea, but if they enjoy it, then that's what they want, that's what they get.
All right, we're going to let you get to back. I know you're very busy with all these buffets going on, but good luck the rest of the way here at Hamilton Golf and Country in the RBC Canadian Open.
Great, thanks very much for coming down.
As we end our Day 3 activities at Hamilton Golf and Country Club, this is what it's all about, the RBC Canadian Open Trophy. Somebody on Sunday by 5 o'clock or so will be the new champion. I've got some bad news, folks. They won't let me touch this trophy. I think it's bad luck for whoever's going to win on Sunday. I've got a couple of things to update you on. Chef Truax, whom you just met up at Hamilton Golf and Country Club, tells me that at the end of each day this week, all the food that is left over from all those buffets and from the dining room for the golfers will be going to Hamilton Food Banks, which is outstanding news from them. From the golf course, we've been watching Mike Weir this day. Mike Weir is in really good health and in good spirits, hopes to be one of the lead Canadians on that board on Sunday. Now, this is what it's all about, right? Where are the best places to watch the RBC Canadian Open? 13th hole, the BMW 13th hole, the bleachers at the 17th green. One of my particular favorites is the landing zone for the tee shots on 18. You can scramble over from the middle of 17 fairway and keep watching your favorite golfers. Now hop over to the landing zone on the 18th. Trust me, when somebody hits it into the rough, that's going to be an amazing shot as they try to get it into the 18 green with that bowl of fans. And there'll be 15 to 20,000 fans there Sunday afternoon. So a couple of great places for you to watch the Canadian Open. Now, I want to mention, because here we are on the eve of the golf tournament, you can still pay your way in, of course. One adult and any number of kids 17 and under. That's one adult and any number of kids 17 and under get into the Canadian Open. So it's one adult fair and a whole bunch of 17-year-olds or younger, because the RCGA Golf Canada really wants young people to have an opportunity to see the best players in the world. Now, excuse me as I flip my piece of paper. I want to tell you about several things that you need to know. You know it's been hot all week. Today was much like it was Monday. The weather was going to be gorgeous this weekend. There might be a little bit of rain, but by Sunday we're going to be back into the low 30s with a lot of humidex. So please stay refreshed when you come to the RBC Canadian Open. I would suggest you wear a hat. Everybody bring a hat, and for everybody who has skin sensitivity, bring an umbrella as well. Give yourself as much opportunity as for shade as you possibly can. Wear comfortable shoes. Trust me, this is a beautiful golf course, but it's a tough walking course. You're up and down hills. You are going to perspire. You are going to need sunblock as well, because the forecast is absolutely gorgeous. Familiarize yourself with the first aid stations, because if you're feeling hot, you're feeling a little weak, you need to know where to go. Wear a hat, I mentioned that. Drink plenty of fluids. Please stay behind the gallery ropes. This is very important. Stay behind the ropes, and the folks out there, the volunteers, some of the volunteers we've already talked to this week, they will guide you. Follow their instructions and everything will work out okay. It's also recommended binoculars and a seat stick. Again, it's a tough course to walk, and if you want to pick a spot, you want to be comfortable, and also bring those binoculars. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on, and a lot of it is going on Cable 14. It happens every day at 5:15, 7:15, and 9:15. We're having a lot of fun out here at the RBC Canadian Open, Hamilton Golf and Country Club. Thank you for watching. My name is Doug Farraway.